As one of the strongest naval forces today, China has made significant investments to modernize its fleet. The newest destroyers are equipped with state-of-the-art weapons systems, radar, and advanced control technologies, capable of facing any threat at sea. Join us as we explore the fascinating details behind each ship.
10. Type 55 Renhai-class. This is the largest and most advanced class of warship ever built by China. The Type 55 has a displacement of 12,000 to 13,000 tons and originates from several decades of increasingly sophisticated planned warship classes. It was launched in 2017 and entered service in January 2020. The Type 55 is equipped with 112 vertical launch system missile tubes, with 60 for tubes position at the front in an 8x8 configuration and 48 tubes at the rear in a 6x8 configuration. Reports indicate that these large VLS tubes can also accommodate anti-submarine missiles, land attack cruise missiles, and potentially anti-ship ballistic missiles in the future. Numerous sensors, including for Type 3 for 6B active electronically scanned array radar panels, are housed within an integrated mast to enhance stealth capabilities. The Type 55 ships are fitted with a hull-mounted sonar at the front and are capable of deploying variable depth sonar and towed array sonar at the rear. The cruisers are powered by four gas turbines in a combined gas and gas configuration, driving to controllable pitch propellers. This provides a maximum speed of 30 knots and an estimated range of 5,000 nautical miles at a speed of 18 knots. The Renhai-class cruisers are 591 feet long, 66 feet wide, and have a draft of 22 feet. They are believed to carry over 300 personnel. 9. Type 05-D Luyang III-class. The threats posed by the Chinese Navy have surged over the past decade. No class of surface warship better demonstrates this new naval power than the Luyang III-class guided missile destroyers, also known as Type 05-D, which began entering service in 2014. Equipped with the Type 3-6, a multifunction phased array radar system, combined with a 64-cell vertical launch system VLS, the Type 05-D provides long-range operational capabilities, including advanced air defense, anti-ship, and potentially land attack cruise missiles. The anti-ship capability is provided by the YJ-18 anti-ship cruise missile ASCM, which has a range of 290 nautical miles and is believed to carry a 661-pound high-explosive warhead. The Wi-Fi'd anti-submarine missile system can deploy short-range acoustic homing torpedoes. Additional anti-submarine capabilities are provided by the aft helicopter hangar and flight deck, accommodating a Z-9 maritime helicopter. The Z-9 is a licensed version of the Eurocopter AS-365 helicopter used by the United States Coast Guard under the name H-65 Dolphin. The Luyang III destroyers may trace their origins to the single-hull Luhai-class destroyer, named Shenzhen, which was first commissioned in 1999. The People's Liberation Army Navy plan is believed to have 20 Type 05-D destroyers either in service or being fitted out, including Havei, which entered service in late 2015, and Taiyuan, which was commissioned in December 2018. 8. Type 05-C Luyang II-class. Once considered the pride of the Chinese Navy, the Type 05-C Luyang II has enhanced the country's maritime status over the years. Launched in April 2003, this destroyer was commissioned in July after completing sea trials at the end of 2003. The design of the ship combines indigenous systems from both Russia and China. The height of the bridge has been increased to accommodate for fixed-array radar antennas. The destroyer has a length of 153 meters, a beam of 16.5 meters, and a draft of 6 meters. The full displacement of the ship is 6,600 tons. The ship can accommodate a crew of 250. The command and control system integrates a multifunctional phased-array radar system, a command and decision system, a battlefield display system, and a weapon control system. The Type 05-C destroyer is equipped with 8 6-cell vertical launching systems for domestically produced HQ-9 surface-to-air missiles. The main gun is a single-barrel 100mm cannon from Institute 713. Short-range defense is provided by Type 730 close-in weapon systems. This weapon system can fire at a rate of 4,600 to 5,800 rounds per minute within a range of 3 kilometers. The ship is equipped with a Type 517H1 long-range to-the-air search radar, a bandstand fire control radar for anti-ship missiles and the main gun, and to Type 3 to 7G fire control radars for the CIWS. 7. Type 051C Luzhou-class. The Type 051C class, also known as the Luzhou-class, was built by the Dalian Shipbuilding Industry Company from 2003 to 2007. These ships use the hull design of the older Type 051B class, but are equipped with the advanced Russian S-300FM air defense missile system. The Type 051C has a displacement of approximately 7,100 tons, a length of 155 meters, a beam of 17.1 meters, and a draft of 6 meters. Based on the Type 051B, the 051C lacks stealth radar features found on modern Chinese warships, but is equipped with the latest Russian-made air defense missile system. The ship is equipped with the Russian S-300FM air defense missile system. The missiles are guided by the Tombstone 3D phased array target tracking radar. There are 8 YJ-83 anti-ship missiles mounted on the ship. Using active radar homing, these missiles attack surface targets within a range of 120 kilometers at a speed of Mach 0.9 in sea-skimming mode. The missiles are powered by a turbojet engine and carry a 165 kilograms high-explosive, semi-armor-piercing warhead. The YJ-83 can also be launched to strike land targets. The ship utilizes the Type 730 CIWS, capable of firing for 1,600 to 5,800 rounds per minute with a maximum range of 3 kilometers. The main gun, mounted at the front, is the single-barrel 100mm cannon. This gun can fire 90 rounds per minute at surface and aerial targets, such as low-speed aircraft and missiles. 6. Type 051B Luhai-class. The Type 051B Luhai-class is a class of destroyer built by the People's Republic of China for the Chinese Navy. It consists of only one ship, the DD-167 Shenzhen, which was introduced in 1999. Initially, it was equipped with subsonic YJ-83 anti-ship cruise missiles. As part of the modernization refit, these appear to have been replaced with ramjet-powered YJ-1 to supersonic anti-ship cruise missiles, with 4 dual launcher mounts installed midship. The YJ-12, also known as the CM-302 in its export version, uses a ramjet engine to fly at supersonic speeds of Mach 3 to a maximum range of 280 to 400 kilometers. The missile uses an inertial guidance system combined with input from the Global Navigation Satellite System. The first ship of the class, the Shenzhen, was launched in October 1997 and began sea trials in October 1998. This destroyer was officially commissioned as the flagship of the South Sea Fleet of the PLA Navy in early 1999. In November 2019, Navy Teaching published an article about the modernization of the Type 051BDD 167 Shenzhen. As part of the modernization refit, the original HHQ-7SEM launcher on the forward deck of the Shenzhen was replaced with a 32-cell VLS vertical launch system for HHQ-16 surface-to-air missiles. The HHQ-16 is a naval variant of the HQ-16 surface-to-air missile, jointly developed with Russia based on the 9M38 missile series. Have you had any questions so far about the ships that we listed in the first half of the journey? If you find any inaccuracies or are not satisfied, remember to leave a comment so we can solve it together and learn more knowledge. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the interesting things in this video as well as the upcoming ones. And let's continue with the remaining ships. The breakthrough and class lies within itself. 5. Type 051 Luda-class. As a missile-guided destroyer class based on the new Strashny-class frigate of the Soviet Union, the Type 052C Luyang II is a significant development by China. It's the first missile-guided destroyer commissioned by the People's Liberation Army Navy and the first to be designed and built in China. 17 of these destroyers were constructed between 1970 and 1990. At 133 meters long, 14 meters wide, with a displacement of around 3,800 tons, the Luna may not be overly large, but it's still capable of effective combat. With a maximum speed of 30 knots, it offers flexibility in movement, while its operational range of 4,500 nautical miles ensures long-term agility. The Luda is relatively light in firepower compared to more modern classes of ships. However, its 130mm naval gun and Haiying anti-ship missiles or torpedoes are still potent threats to adversaries. Particularly, its integrated radar and electronic systems enhance maritime combat tactics significantly. Beyond its strength, the Luda earns accolades for its resilience, enduring the test of time. Many of these vessels are aging, yet occasionally sailing waves brings a comforting sense of camaraderie, akin to an old companion intimately acquainted with the seas from the earliest adventures. 4. Type 0548 Jiangkai II-class. About 25 ships currently constitute the modern Type 05 for a frigate class of the Chinese Navy. NATO refers to this class as Jiangkai II, and it was commissioned in 2008. The Jiangkai II-class has a displacement of approximately 4,000 tons and measures for 140 feet in length, 50.5 feet in width, and has a draft of 16 feet. These frigates are operated by a crew of 190 sailors, have a maximum speed of 27 knots, and can travel up to 8,000 nautical miles at an economical cruising speed. Armed with 8 YJ-83 missiles, with a range of approximately 100 nautical miles. The ships also carry 6 to 140mm anti-submarine rocket launchers for long-range anti-submarine warfare, a pair of triple 320mm torpedo tubes. The later produced Jiangkai II frigates feature some improvements over earlier vessels. The first 16 frigates of this class were simply designated as Type 05A. They are said to possess variable depth sonars and towed array networks, as well as improved 30mm CIWS as a last line of defense against anti-ship missiles. China's maritime power and influence continue to extend beyond its borders, and the multi-role Jiangkai II-class frigates can be found far from their homeland's waters with increasing frequency. This class has recently achieved its first export success with the sale of 4 Type 05 for 8 frigates, slated for delivery to Pakistan in 2021. 3. Type 053 H3 Jiangwei II-class. The Type 053 H3, or Jiangwei II, is a multi-role frigate operated by the People's Liberation Army Navy of China. It succeeded the Type 05-3H-G and was followed by the Type 05 for frigates. It was commissioned in November 1998. The final ship in its class, Mianyang, was launched in May 2004 and commissioned in 2006. Based on the hull design of the Jiangwei I-class, the Type 05-3H3 frigate closely resembles its predecessors in size and layout, but is equipped with advanced weapon systems and sensors. The last three ships, Xiongfen, Luyang, and Mianyang, have slightly different weapon configurations and radars. The frigate has a length of 114.5 meters, a beam of 12.4 meters, and a draft of 3.6 meters. The fully loaded displacement is 2,393 tons. The ship can accommodate a crew of 170 personnel. The main gun mounted on the bow deck of the ship is a dual-barrel 100mm Type 7-9A gun. The sensor suite includes a Type 360-D air, surface search radar operating in the EF band, a Type 363 early warning radar, and an RM129O navigation radar. The Type 360 radar has a maximum tracking range of 150 kilometers for aircraft and 50 kilometers for sea-skimming missiles. 2. Type 05-B Luyang I-class. The Type 05-B is a class of guided missile destroyers and the surface force of the People's Liberation Army Navy of China. The Type 05-B is China's first modern guided missile destroyer design, and the first Chinese design with a genuine medium-range air defense capability in the form of the Still-1 surface-to-air missile system. At nearly 155 meters long, 17 meters wide, and weighing up to 7,000 tons, the Luyang I is indeed a colossal mobile fortress. With a maximum speed of 30 knots and a range surpassing 8,000 nautical miles, it boasts long-term maneuverability at sea. Its firepower is the standout feature of the Luyang I. The main 100mm gun is complemented by a suite of anti-ship, air defense, and anti-submarine missile systems. Advanced radar and electronics ensure precise navigation and remote control capabilities. However, the air defense capability of the Type 05-B has become outdated compared to contemporary designs from the United States and Japan. However, it represents a significant overall improvement compared to previous Chinese warships and serves as a precursor to China's later air warfare destroyers. 1. Type 001 Liaoning. Here is a Type 001 aircraft carrier of China. It is the first aircraft carrier commissioned into the People's Liberation Army Navy Surface Force, initially classified as a trained ship to allow the Navy to test, train, and familiarize itself with aircraft carrier operations. After undergoing upgrades and additional training by late 2018, the state media of China announced that the ship would transition to a combat role in 2019. Originally laid down in 1985 for the Soviet Navy as an aircraft carrier of the Kuznetsov-class named Riga, it was launched on December 4, 1988, and renamed Veryag in 1990. Following the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, construction was halted and the ship was put up for sale by Ukraine. The refurbished vessel was purchased in 1998 and, after several delays, was towed to the Dalian shipyard in northeastern China and arrived there in 2002. The Liaoning carries 36 aircraft, 20 for Shenyang J-15 fighter jets, 6 JHZ-18F anti-submarine warfare helicopters, for Qianhe-Z-18J early warning helicopters, and to Harbin Z-9C rescue helicopters. China's aircraft carrier strike group capability is similar to the balanced approach to combat and support aircraft for Soviet aircraft carriers, supporting nuclear submarines, large surface combatants, and ground attack bombers. In addition to aircraft, these ships are designed to carry P-700 Granite anti-ship cruise missiles, the primary armament of the Kirov-class battlecruisers. This multi-role capability allows the ships to avoid classification purely as aircraft carriers, thus enabling them to transit the Turkish Straits between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. According to the Montreux Convention, aircraft carriers larger than 15,000 tons are prohibited from passing through the straits, but there are no restrictions on the displacement of other major warships from Black Sea powers. Through the top 10 most advanced destroyers of the Chinese Navy, we have witnessed modern and formidable military constructions. From the destructive power of missile weapon systems to the superior reconnaissance and defense capabilities of radars, all reflect China's determination to become the world's leading naval force. However, the Asia-Pacific region remains a fiercely competitive area for maritime power among the great powers. In our upcoming video, we will explore the top 10 strongest warships of the Japanese Navy, one of the leading forces in countering China's growing influence at sea. From helicopter carriers to stealth destroyers, Japan's fleet promises to offer many fascinating insights. Don't miss the chance to explore.